Well, thanks for chatting with me, Jill. So before we start the interview, tell me a little bit about yourself.
Sure. So Jill Bassett Cameron, I'm the Title IX coordinator at Central Connecticut State University. I'm originally from Connecticut, ran to New Hampshire during a perfect time of my career and quickly got a little bored in the woods there, and decided to do my doctoral program. So most of my higher ed journey has been in student affairs, Title IX student conduct, and then returned to Connecticut after completing the degree. So I've been in higher ed for about 20 years now.
Great. So tell us a little bit about your experience in the doctor program.
Yeah, so I wanted a program that was going to help me. And I don't know that hand holding is the best way to describe it, but it's more of support. And what does support look like? So I was lucky to be at an institution who gave me some support, a supervisor that was extremely supportive. And I felt like the program at times was very hard. And then having that village around me to say, no, it's a very doable program, and to be mindful that this is an investment, right? And so if you're going to do it right, I really did want to do it right. And so my experience in the program was it met everything that I needed, even when I felt like I was being too needy, because it was what I needed to be successful.
Great. What would you say are the strengths of the program?
Well, I'm a people person, so I love the hybrid model. We held each other accountable, and we were able to like break those barriers that you can't necessarily have those conversations virtually, because someone not giving you good feedback on a post meant you weren't thriving. And so we wanted to be critical of each other, and we couldn't do that just in the virtual setting. So being hybrid allowed us to build bonds and relationships. That way we could be authentic with our feedback. I also thought that the program, and this is something that is pretty known in student affairs, is you need to be very structured, but be flexible because emergencies happen, right? And so this program was exactly that. It's very detail oriented and structured, but then if you have a family emergency or had to stay at work late, they have, they're human, they're empathetic professors to be able to say, we could be flexible. All those things were strengths. The network was really powerful for me. And to be honest with you, I have a lot of friends who were in other programs at the same time, and they didn't make it, right? And so they stopped their program, they shopped around, they essentially had to start over. And they thought at the time that they were getting a really good deal. But then they realized that if they finished the program, it was just going to be a piece of paper and that not a lot of learning happened. So I think that I did it the right way, and a lot of others kind of were envious of that experience. But overall, the program is pretty solid.
Right. So talk a little bit about how you changed through the program. How are you different now than you were when you started the program?
Oh, I feel like I was so young then, but it goes by so fast. I know people say that, and when you're in it, it feels heavy. But the amount of confidence I have to be a change agent and be at the table. So I always wanted to be at the table, right? And I felt like faculty kind of ostracized me sometimes because I didn't have those credentials. Now I'm at the table, but I'm also a voice that's being heard as an expert in the field. So in addition to the confidence, since the program, things happened pretty fast in my life. I put a lot of things on hold while I was doing this investment of my career. I graduated in 2019, and since then I've been married, had 2 children, bought a house, 2 jobs. Those things kind of outlined for me very quickly after the degree. And I think everything happened for a reason.
Anything else you'd like to share about the program?
It probably won't surprise people to know that I'm very close with my cohort still to this day. We don't talk every day or every month, but when we do, we pick right up. One of the things that you understand is that this is like a family, a cohort, something that you go through together, and only you can understand each other's experiences in general. Now, when I have staff members who want to pursue a doctoral degree, I'm much more empathetic and understanding of their needs. So I think it makes me a better supervisor as well.
Great. Thanks so much, Jill.
You're welcome.